unusual is this for an entire country, and here we're talking about two countries, to lose power like this?
On this scale, it is very unusual.
Well, good afternoon. Portugal's national grid operator says that a rare atmospheric phenomenon is behind a major power outage that's affected large parts of that country as well as Spain. Footage from the Spanish capital, Madrid, shows chaotic scenes at junctions as traffic lights have been knocked out.
Can you tell us a little bit more about what we know so far in terms of what is at the, behind all this? What's the cause of this?
It's interesting, we're still waiting for a proper briefing from the grid operators, both in Spain, also in Portugal, about what caused this. We've had a very short reason given, which was a very technical term called oscillation, about something to do with the grid voltage or frequency that has caused the widespread blackouts. But really, we don't have much information yet, and we've just been hearing that it's too soon to tell.
And the last factor I want to mention is resilience, the capability to bounce back, because there will be certainly what we call the black swans, the unpleasant surprises which will come in our way.
Well, play was suspended at the Madrid Open, forcing the game between Grigor Dimitrov and Jacob Fernley to be stopped. Scoreboards went dark and some cameras lost power. Not that one. Well, this is a station in Lisbon where the power outage to darkness underground, of course. Portuguese police say that the metro has been closed in both Lisbon and Porto too. Well, some of the cities affected by this, Madrid, Barcelona, Valencia and Seville in Spain, as well as Lisbon, Faro and Porto in Portugal. Andorra and parts of France have also seen some effects. Well, let's bring in our science and technology editor, Tom Clark, for some more on this. Afternoon to you, Tom. Good to have you here, because there are some words here that you're going to need you to explain to me. Anomalous oscillations have led to a phenomenon known as induced atmospheric vibration.
Yes, it's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? And I think we should bear in mind at the moment that is information coming from Portugal's power grid operator. It hasn't yet been confirmed by the Spanish grid authorities. And I would say at this stage, it is unlikely that one single event when one thing might have precipitated this grid collapse, but it's likely that more than one thing went wrong, because a power grid failure of this scale, and we're still waiting to find out how many people have been affected. But you were just listing some of Europe's largest cities there across Spain and Portugal. This is quite possibly the largest outage we've seen in Europe, maybe not in history, but certainly for a very long time. And things like that don't happen for no reason. And these grids are engineered to be as reliable and dependable as possible, because they are, and I think we take them for granted while they're working. We don't realise just how much of a kind of plate spinning act keeping a large grid system, and this is a very large grid system that Spain operates across the whole of the Iberian Peninsula, some of it connected to, as you were saying there, directly to Portugal, also interconnects us to part of France, and it also supplies all of Spain's island nations as well, around the mainland Spain. It's a very, very large grid. And
all right, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders from Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers and sisters of the House of David, the true believers. This is the Bam Ash here in GMS in Sacramento. Today's date is April 29th, 2025. The Apostle Tar said that this year, the hopeful year of our deliverance, destruction, and judgment on Esau Edom, Lord's will. And yesterday we had a blackout outage, Portugal and Spain, and out of nowhere, out of sudden, so we got to watch, right, and always pray that we worthy to escape from all this terror, all this all this horrible things that's about to come. You know, and Luke tells us that watch and always pray that we can worthy to escape from all these things. You know, and Scripture says that pray that your flight will not be in wintertime. You know, and so we're in spring. It's getting warm now. All this is happening. You know, blackouts, turf wars, rumors of wars. Soon, in weeks that they say that in weeks that you're in hospitals, they don't have the supplies they need for the sick. You know. And so we have we're in April, about to go May, June, July, August, September. So we got like 4 or 5 months that winter time's gonna come, or 5 or 6 months. You see, and while all this is happening in the spring, and then we got May coming up. You know. That reminds me of May Day, May Day, May Day. So something really big is about to happen, you know, in a major way. Because we're at the end of the age of Esau, Edom, to rule the world for a temporary time. Now the time is up. That's why in Revelation tells us the devil knows that he had a short time. You know. He has a great wrath. So he wants to hurry up and speed this thing up for this new NWO. They want to chip everybody. And that's their goal, and that's their mission. You know, and that's their plan to chip everybody and have full control of the earth. You see? But the Lord Yahweh Shemashai had a different plan. You know? I mean, he's gonna let you get close to it, but you're not gonna achieve it. You know, you're not gonna complete your goal. You know, it's not gonna be complete. You know, the 666, that's not a complete number. It's 7. It's a completion. You know, and Job tells us, the scriptures tells us in that book of Job that the Most High is gonna disappoint you, your devices, man. You're not gonna be satisfied of your hunger. Right? Because as soon you put this RFID chip out there, man, now it's all hell's gonna break loose, man. It's a wrap. But we got to really follow the spirit here, man. The patterns. The scripture says in Corinth, tells us that let Satan take advantage of us, but don't be ignorant of his devices. You know, but Yahweh Shemashai is close. He's controlling the right and he's controlling the left to fulfill prophecy. You know, Esau thinks that he's doing his own, but really Yahweh Shemashai is controlling you. You know. So we just had a blackout yesterday, and that's why the men of the Lord out there, you know, blowing a trumpet and sounding alarm to give you this warning. So look, man, scripture says that it says, seek out the Lord Yahweh that he may be found. Let's get that real quick. Growing the spirit here. Seek the Lord. Let's see. Hopefully I could get it. This book of Isaiah, chapter 55, verse 1. It says, seek ye the Lord Yahweh while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let's go look. The word seek.
Strong's H 1875. Darash.
Darash. Okay. It says to resort, to seek with care, inquire, require. Yeah, when you kind of remind me of the game we used to play when we were little at school. It's called what is it? Hide and Go Seek. So in that game, that you supposed to go find the people that's hiding, you know, and you supposed to seek them, you know, to seek the Lord. So you want to go to seek the Lord is when they, let me see. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. So to resort, to seek with care, require. It says seek dignity, prayer, and worship. Okay, power, heathen. Seek with care for. Search, seek for out, surely, in strong definition. I'm reading here. So let's go to back out there. So seek ye the Lord Yahweh while he may be found. Call he upon him while he's near. Right, you got to know the names too also, man. You got to seek the Lord, but you got to know the names though. And the name's not Caesar Borgia because they ain't no the letter J in Paleo Hebrew, man. See? Let's go to Proverbs 1. Let's see. It says, Proverbs 1 verse 20 says, wisdom crieth without, she uttered her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, the opening of the gates in the city. She uttereth her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorning delight their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. So NLT says, wisdom shouts in the streets, she cries out in the public square, she calls to the crowds along the main street, to those gathered in front of the gate. How long, you simpletons, will you extend being simple-minded? How long will you mockers relish your mocking? How long will your fools hate knowledge? Right, so Yabash Masha is not dwelling with temples made with hands, but you are the temple, you know. And the scripture says, go out the highways and byways, highways and hedges, 144, top left, all praise and glory to Yabash Masha. Highways, right? Highways. Luke 14. Let's see. Shoo. Man. Okay, I start 16. It says Luke 14, verse 16. It says, Then said he unto him, certain men made a great supper and made many, and sent his servant in supper time to say to them that were bidden to come, for all things are now ready. Woo! You know, and they all with one consent began to make excuse. The first said unto him, I have bought a piece of ground, and I must need to go and see it. I pray thee have me excuse. Right, everything's ready. It's furnished, the table's ready, the food's ready, the wedding's ready, everything is ready, preparing. Alright? But now they had an excuse now. Right? So one said they bought a piece of ground. Huh. So he said, May I need pray thee for I have me excuse. And another said, I have bought 5 yoke of oxen, and I go prove them. I will pray thee have me excuse. And another said, I have married a wife, and therefore I cannot come. Dang. And that's a lot of jacks right there, because of a woman, man. So it says, so that servant came and showed his lord out of one these things. Then the masters of the house, being angry, said to his servant, Go out quickly unto the streets, see, and lanes of the city, and bring in hither and the poor, and the maid, and the blind. And the servants said, Lord, out of one, it is done as thou hast commanded, and yet there is room, see. So we had a commandment to go out the highways and hedges, man. You know, to find the men out there, the elect men, you know, to come to the supper. You know. It says, and the servant said, Lord, out of one is done as thou hast commanded, and yet there is room. And the Lord out of one said to the servant, Go out unto the highways and hedges, and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled. Man, for I say unto you that none of those men which were bidden shall taste of my supper. You see, so NLT says, so his master said, Go out into the country lands and behind the hedges, and urge everyone you find to come, so that the house will be filled full. For none of those I first invited will get even the small taste of my supper banquet. Man, you see what I'm saying? So we gotta go highways and hedges, man, to find where you could find the bad or the good. And really, the mission is to fish men, you know, the elect, you know, where they could get sealed up and get delivered from the judgment is gonna come. And hey, you just have blackouts, man, right? You just that's why it says seek out seek the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, that he may be found. You see what I'm saying? So we're so close to the end here, man. I mean, it's very scary, because here it is that the Most High been sending his men out there for a long time. Right? I mean, a long time fishing. And here it is, fast forward to time in 2025. And you see, now you just start to see that, you know, that people are waking up, find out who they are now. But, and again, there's some men that we just read it by excuses, You know. So you don't want to be that guy that have excuse because it says sudden, it says peace and safety, the sudden destruction come. You know, and don't delay, man. You gotta make haste. And look what happened, man. A blackout came. You know, so the Lord Yahweh Shemashah is ready, about to pull this plug, man. When no internet, no videos, no man, the Lord. You so used to watching on your phone or your laptop or your computer. But those are comforting, man. So if that happens, man, that's gonna be it's gonna be a wrap because all hell's about to break loose, man. Because now the power outage, man. That's the water's turned off. Your power inside houses turned off. Your local stores have empty shelves. The consumers, the shoppers, they're gonna fight for it like a bread. They're gonna get killed over their items in their carts. It's gonna be all chaos, man. And what do we look like? Still go out the highways and hedges, man. And that means they're gonna sit now. They're gonna usher in the martial law. Woo, jeez. Let's see. The scripture popped in my head. The evil times hide themselves. Evil time. Let's see. You hiding, hidden. No. Hide himself. Hide himself. No, I'm about to bear with me. Let me see. I have my sword with me, so let me try and find that scripture. How's it go? Let me back up there. Go Google it real quick. Hiding himself, AKG. The evil. He sees the evil. He sees the evil, and hide himself. Let's see. 22:3. 22 verse. Proverbs 22 verse 3. Oh, it's right there, man. It's a lot. So let's go to Proverbs chapter 22 verse 3. It says, a prudent man foresees the evil and hiding himself. You see, where the prudent man perceiveth the evil and hiding himself. Right, we hide underneath Yahweh Shemashah, man. But we see the evil, man. The evil times. Right, and hiding himself. But the simple pass on and are punished. You see? And the simples that passed on they are punished, but that's what happens. You say, pray me for I have excuse. So all right, whatever. But hey, the prudent man is gonna see the evil, right? Use wisdom, knowledge will be stability at the times, and we're gonna take care of, man. And but the simple ones just pass on, don't care at all, and they're gonna get passed on and they are punished. You see? Let's see. It about to be a savage times. Let me see if I can find that. Let's see. Evil times. Let's see. Yeah, Ephesians 5 verse 1, it says, redeeming. Let me see. Okay. Ephesians 5 verse 15, it says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, because why? Redeeming the times, because the days are evil. It's gonna be off the hook out here, man. You know, when the power goes out, the outage, man, it's free for all. You know, it's gonna be mayhem, chaos. It's gonna be worse than the Persian movies, man. It's gonna be really really violent out here. You know, people are gonna lose their damn minds. And that's when they're gonna usher in the martial law, and then they're gonna have that detention centers. And then people gonna get arrested, get thrown in there, and they're gonna offer you that chip. You want everything to be back to normal, you got to take this RFID chip. You see? So that's what I'm saying. We got to really watch and pay attention what's going on. But these people, man, they blind, man. They don't know what's about to happen. I don't think they know there's a power outage over there in Spain or Portugal, man. I'm talking about there's the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Let's see. Let's go back here. Let's go to 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 22, and it reads, it says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, and the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Right. So there's I was watching this news last night that the imports over in LA, that now their imports is getting really short and empty now. You know, they start to notice the goods is not really stacking how they're not used to it. They're not used to the you know, the supplies, the goods start getting less numbers now. They're not used to that number. You know, and so they're kind of wondering what the hell was happening, man. You know, and so that means that there's gonna be a ton of layoffs of the workers or the trucks, because ain't no supplies. Why I need trucks? There's no supplies. I can't shift emptiness to you know, to the stores. And plus that, the store employees are going to be layoffs. It's going to be tons of layoffs, man. And the taxes going to rise up. So here it is. Yeah, turf wars. Tons of layoffs. And then all prices going to skyrocket up. People finna go lose it. You know? It says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty, and the trumpet shall give a sound which when every man heareth, they shall be afraid. At the time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear of those that dwell therein. The springs of fountains shall stand still, and 3 hours they shall not run. Yeah. So like I said, man, they're going to turn into some animals. They're going to turn against each other. You know? They're going to turn beast mind state, man. Survival mode. You know? Flintstones. You know, they have a clubbing over their head and take their... Sure, they might take that. You want to take you for eating. Yeah, people start going to eat each other, man. That's how bad it's going to be out here. All right. I'll probably close out here with this scripture. So I just want to blow the trumpet, sound alarm with that news. You know, I'm going to use my gift that the Most High gave me. Let's see. Psalms 37. Let's see. Yeah. Psalms 37. Psalms 37. Verse 19. And it reads, they shall not be ashamed in the evil time. Ooh. Right? We just read in Ephesians, the 5th chapter. It's talking about redeeming the times because the days are evil. Man. But it says, they shall not be ashamed in the evil time. Evil, and in the days of famine, they shall be satisfied. You see what I'm saying? So all praise and glory to Yahweh Shema Shai. So we got to trust and believe the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai will take care of us in the evil times, man. When everybody start losing hope, start losing their hope, and stop trusting the Lord, they're going to end up taking that trust in Egypt, man. When you do that, it's going to be a extreme punishment for you, man. Yeah, you're going to regret it when you do that. But it's too late. Now you suffer the consequences because you trust in Egypt. So I just want to, blow the alarm and blow the trumpet and give the warning out, I'm going to go ahead and end there, but first and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, double honor to the apostles, bishops, and elders from Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers and sisters, the house of David, the true believers. Until next time, Shalom.